What up, fellow agents? PurePrime here. Today I'm gonna show you how to beat the level 40 raid. I'm gonna show you some builds, I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks, and of course, the gameplay with it. Are you ready? Let's go! What up, guys? Welcome. Thank you for clicking my content, appreciate it. And today we're gonna talk about the level 40 raid, the raid 2.0, however you wanna call it. Of course, a few weeks back we got an update, Warlords of New York, and that gave us the opportunity to go to that level 40 instead of that gear score 500 or 515 that you have now on level 30. They didn't change any mechanics in the game, but of course they changed us. Because yeah, we have whole nother setup. We don't have that tank builds anymore. We can't play that clutch anymore. We need a different approach. And just like all the other bosses or all the bosses that we used to beating them on level 30, yeah, it's changing a little bit. And that's why I made this video to show you all the bosses with the gameplay and of course with a quick overview of what builds we used and why. And of course, guys, I'm using timestamps, so if you just want to jump over to a next boss or to the boss that you are having problems defeating, just go ahead, guys. Of course, this takes a little bit longer than you used to for me, but it is a whole raid, guys. It's 4 bosses, but I will stop now with the intro. Let's get started. Let's start at the beginning. We as the PPW community raided a lot and got a lot of people that first clear EB and even some hardcore raid clears. This gave us the opportunity to test out a lot of different tactics and builds. Let's start at the beach. Before you blindly dive in, make sure to set your subgroups. Like we know, we got 2 subgroups and try and balancing it a little bit. When you and your team run in, the first objective, the Tarmac, awaits you. Let subgroup 1 go to the left and subgroup 2 go to the right. This way you can control the enemies a little bit more without having to search all around the Tarmac for them. When it's the time that the dogs walk out, make sure that 2 people of every subgroup take out the dogs. So the dog on the left side, subgroup 1 with 2 people, and the dog on the right side, subgroup 2 with 2 people, and the rest will fall back and take care of the enemies out of the chopper. But of course that was just the beginning, guys, and now we are facing our first boss, Boomer. We as a team are using a tactic to kite him around. Starting at turret 45 where he walks out, of course, and then kite him to 41 turret. The 2 people who are kiting him will shoot down the nodes in the beginning and the rest of the team will focus on the ads. We made a special kite build, a whole blue, so defensive build with a shield. The use of the shield is very nice, but it's mostly used to proc certain talents to give you and of course your teammates some extra survivability. And let's head over to a quick overview of what the build is made of that we are kiting Boomer with. So the first build overview, guys, I'm gonna do it a little bit quick, but don't worry, I'm gonna dive in detail next few days. But what is important on the defense build is go for all blues. So try to go for a max roll of all blues on all your equipment. And then, just like you saw when we used my shield, I used Vanguard, and Vanguard is one of the must-haves on this defensive or kite build. Deploying a shield makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds and grants 45% of your armor as bonus armor to all allies for 20 seconds and has a cooldown of 5 seconds. So every time you switch over your shield, then you and your allies will get 45% extra bonus armor for 20 seconds. If that disappears again, wait around 5 seconds and pull out your shield again. You can just pull out your shield and put it back. You don't have to have it active to give that bonus armor to you and your allies. The same for my backpack, and there I used Galvanize. Applying a blind, ensnare, confuse or shock to an enemy grants 40% of your armor as bonus armor to an ally within 20 meters of that enemy. And that's why you maybe see me throw some grenades around when I'm just kiting, but those are the flashbang grenades, and that's why I chose for the sharpshooter. So I can throw some flashbang grenade here and there, so my teammates will get that extra 40% bonus armor, and this build is all about the defense. And next to that, my opinion, go for an AR and then of course the M1A. The M1A still hits for around 300k on my build, and I don't have any red core on there. So that's still pretty decent, and you can use it behind your shield. That's why I chose for the M1A, and then next to that my level 40 Eagle Bearer. For all the other 6 agents, your job is to kill ads. Kill enemies then of course. And shoot Boomer when he is down, and only shoot Boomer when he is down, guys. The enemies around them are more important. So make sure to put 2 agents to cover the turret, or yeah, the kiter on the turret. Put one on the left and put one on the right of the turret so they are not taken down. When Boomer goes down to one knee, give him straight headshots. When he stands up, run as a group to the next turret. Clear all ads as a group. Guys, this way is fast and efficient. 2 people will take their spots next to a turret again, and the rest focuses on the ads around. And in our opinion, the ad guys need to run all full red builds with at least 45% critical hit chance and 100% critical hit damage. There are a lot of variants of this build, and I have a few on my channel, and I will link them somewhere on the screen right now. When Boomer walks out, make sure to have somebody welcoming him by shooting his healing on his chest. This is of course done by one of the 2 agents that rock the shield or kite build. When you get his aggro, walk him a bit to the turret on the corner 45 and take him down by shooting his backpack, with then the turret of course. Before the update there were a few things that could influence the turret's power, but now it doesn't even matter anymore, guys. So every build will put out the same damage. When he stands up again, his aggro will switch to the next person and is almost always the one who brought him down. Walk him to the third 41 and make sure to watch his healing on his chest. And then of course the other kiter or the defensive build runs to 41 turret and make sure that he's ready when you arrive with Boomer. Take him down again and repeat this cycle until you take him out. Of course, the annoying computers are active every 55 seconds. So make sure to have at least 1 agent in the middle and let the kiter, so the defensive build that is on the turret, call out the computers. That agent has the best view of the screens and can easily call out all the letters. So Alpha, Bravo, Charlie or Delta. When the mission progresses, the more computers you need to press, up to 4. So make sure to stay close to them and call out if you interact with a certain computer. And like I said, just rinse and repeat until you take him down. And don't forget guys, like you know, after you take Boomer down or after you take one of the enemies down, there still be ads. So don't be looting and then get shot. So let's head over to our next boss, Weasel and his goons. When you arrive, you again take 2 people who kites the boss and press the computers. So make sure that the left and the right have a defensive or kite build, same as we used to kite Boomer. The rest of the 6 agents again go for a all 6 red core with a rifle. You can of course switch over to an MMR build, but we saw that the M1A rifle does enough damage. And again, we are using the subgroups and let subgroup 1 go to A and 2 go to B. The trick here is to take down Dizzy or Ricochet when in the window of the gas switch. We got some more positive vibes with the A side, so we take down Ricochet first. And make sure to shoot all the armor down from the bosses and up to 60 or 50% of his health. Then don't shoot him anymore, make the gas switch, and now you have a window of 2 or 3 seconds to take down Ricochet. When you succeed, there will not be gas on the A side, so your DPS will not be stopped. Then just take him out with all of you guys. Make sure to run as a B side team, so the subgroup 2 team run to A. And then after that, make sure to not group up, because he will shoot a grenade at your ass and your whole team will get wiped if you are grouped up. But yeah guys, then just take him down with the whole group and make sure that one of you still is aggroing the sniper, because he will one-shot everyone. And if you beat Weasel and his goons, let's advance to the next 2 bosses, Buddy and Lucy, the 2 mechanical hounds. There are a few ways to attack Buddy and Lucy, but in our opinion the 3-5 method is easy and very safe. So 5 on Buddy and 3 on Lucy. Again, you will appoint one Kiter that will aggro Buddy, and he or she will have the same build as before, so the defensive build with the shield. Take his aggro by shooting his eye or pressing the computer in the middle. Kite Buddy around the corner and try to keep him in this spot right here. You will have the wall to your right, so you will always be protected from the 360 spin that Lucy does. Again, everyone except the Kiter will run a 6 score red, or else you don't have enough power to put them down. Or yeah, you will be in there forever, and we know we need to clear them within the 6.5 minute mark. While the Kiter keeps the aggro of Buddy, the rest of the team shoot. But please watch the white bar in the top of the screen. They cannot get out of that white bar, guys. Stop shooting when you hesitant if you will overdamage. The Kiter will also make sure that Buddy stays almost in the same position. And when they go in overcharge, the Kiter makes sure to shoot the mine dropping by Buddy to ensure that nobody gets hit and stumbles in the 360 of Lucy. Lucy has no healing mechanics, so it should be easy to keep Lucy's health in the same white bar as Buddy. The agents on Lucy walk and jump around and will try to kite her in the same room where she spawned. This makes sure that the 5 people on the Buddy side are safe from the 360 of Lucy, or safe, yeah, for 60 or 70% safe. Still watch out guys, still watch out. When you have the aggro from Lucy, make sure to jump and run around. And do not come too close to her. She will set you on fire. And like we all know, that is hitting a bit hard at the moment. Make sure to be in cover at all times when she does her 360 spin. In between you can shoot her, but make sure to stop shooting in time. Some weapons, like an LMG, take a little bit more time to exit cover, and just like we know, one hit from Lucy and you're gone. When both teams reach the point when the 2 dogs reach the 2 bars of health left, the moment that they sit down, melt Buddy. So take down Buddy. This will be very easy if everyone on the Buddy team rips open their gun. If you aren't sure about the DPS on the team, you can always melt at 1 bar of armor, but the healing of Buddy is crucial. Or yeah, stopping his healing, because if they go out of the white bars, guys, they will run back in the middle and heal each other. This can of course be stopped by pressing the computers or give them a full DPS blast to bring them to the same health bar again. When Buddy is down, watch out for the overcharge from Lucy. She will spin again and equip herself with a 1-shot sniper. So watch out for that shot, guys. It will take you down, so don't run blindly in the open when Buddy is taken down. Taking down Lucy should not be a problem, and that is how we defeated our first 3 bosses, guys. Or yeah, as most of the community thinks, the easy part is over now. But guys, just like the other 3 bosses, we have some tactics as well, and we'll make this fight a little bit easier. So let's start with the subgroups again. Put all the agents that are in front of Razorback, so on plate 1 and plate 4 with their ad guys, in subgroup 1. And everyone that is in the back, so on plate 2, 3, and of course with the ad guys behind there on subgroup 2. Why? Because all ammo, medkits, special ammo, you name it, that drops from killing an enemy, your team will receive that as well. So you don't have to open ammo boxes twice, you know, you name it. When you set the subgroups, make sure to put one arrow specialization on plate 3 and the other specialization will be on plate 1. And we'll make sure that all the drones die. So yes guys, the plate 1 person is the only skill build and the rest will again run a 6 core DPS build. This is the easiest way to take out ads, the wings and of course boomer on the corners. The skill build that we are using to pulse the drones is quite easy to make because 4 pieces are craftable. So let's have a quick overlook of what this build is made of. And this is the pulse build guys. I will again dive to it really quick and explain to you why we use this. Of course, we're using skilled. Skill kills have 20% chance of resetting your cooldowns. Of course, we're using that pulse to kill all the drones. So this is a must on the build. And next to that, just like I explained in the video, it's pretty easy to make because we can just use hardwired and we can craft hardwired. And why are we using hardwired? 15% skill haste, 15% skill damage and 15% repair skills. And the most important part, the feedback loop when your skilled doesn't proc. Whenever you use or cancel a skill, your other skills automatically refreshed and increase the total skill damage and repairs by 10% for 20 seconds. And this can occur most once at 20 seconds. So that's why we're using this, so we can always use our pulse and then of course our healing hive as well. As you can see, the healing hive is around 213 health, but we are not focusing on the health on this build, but we are focusing on the skill damage and the skill haste. And this is what it's all about. It's 17.8 seconds cooldown. It has an effect duration of 8 seconds and a radius of 34 meters. And the cooldown of course can be a little bit lower, but most of my pieces have skill damage rolled on there. I can show you skill damage right here, skill damage right here, skill repair right here for ourselves and of course our teammates, skill damage again, then I rolled a little bit of skill haste there and again skill damage. So this is a little bit overkill on skill damage, but yeah, I'm only using this build to of course pulse the enemies or pulse the drones at the Razorback. And always go for this gun guys, the send off, and you can get it through some specializations. And why? Because this have perfectly rooted. While equipped and in cover, all skill damage and healing is increased by 30% for 15 seconds. Buff is lost when exiting cover, can occur once per 60 seconds. So this is a must have on that build guys, because this helps you out a lot. And then we chose for safeguard, while at full armor increase the total skill repair by 100%. So this increases a lot and I can heal my teammates like you saw Anna doing in the content. So now every positions are clear. Make sure to equip the concussion grenade to open up RB himself, or yeah, something that goes boom instead of setting something on fire. Jump down and make your way to your assigned corners and take out the first wave of enemy. And do not, I repeat, do not walk into the circles around the generators. So do not walk on the plates, guys. This is very important, because this will make sure that the next spawn of enemies holds off a little bit. So everybody can get to their corner, restock, and just start Razorback with a clean shade. We usually let the skill build go do the first countdown and jump on the plates at the same time. And now the ad guys come into play. If you're not on a plate, your job is to protect your teammate from ads and of course take out Boomer. Every corner has their enemy spawn points, and there are 2 spawn points on every corner. Make sure to check them regularly and only shoot your own corner, if of course nobody needs help. And why? Because your corner has 2 ads at most every spawn. If you shoot on somebody else's ads, you will get their attention, and within seconds you're getting an aggro from 4 ads instead of 2. And believe me, you don't want that. So just keep your attention to your own corner and your own ads. And make sure to take out the ads before the plates reach 100%. Because when Razorback opens up, everybody needs to shoot the wings and do their damage. If you are still fighting an ad when Razorback opens up, you can't do damage, and this may result in another DPS round, ergo more and stronger enemies. When the plates reach 100%, the plate guys will open RB, and the skill build on plate 1 will take care of all the drones. Do not, and I repeat again, do not shoot the drones. It is a waste of your bullets, and believe me, this build will take them down. As the plate 1 person, you make sure that your team is getting health and of course taking out 3 waves of drones. The first wave after RB opens up will be pulsed from the plate on the right side of the generator. And for the second and third pulse, you need to run to the middle to get all the drones. And that's almost everything you do. You know, you can help out from time to time with your rifle, but you won't do much damage. It's a dirty and boring but very, very important job. I'm glad that we have Anna and is doing this most of the times. And of course, when you did your damage on Razorback, he will close and shoot some rockets at everybody. So again, just like with Weasel, make sure to not be grouped up. Those rockets hit very, very hard, guys. So if you are sure about your DPS, so your DPS team on the subgroup 1 has enough DPS, you can even run back a little bit earlier. Or yeah, just make sure to not be grouped up when the rockets come. Walk as quickly as you can to your corner and see if your corner has the boomer. You can do it with the 2 of you, but like most of you know, you can just shoot Boomer in his ass and you can just one-clip him. It's pretty easy, guys, it's pretty easy. After you destroyed the front, of course, do the same with the backside, and don't forget, guys, 2 boomers this time. So make sure to call out to each other, and the last person or the last corner who takes down Boomer does the countdown to go onto the plates. The plate 1 person can still be on the plate on 1 or even move to the middle like you saw Anna doing, because you still hit all the drones from there. You don't have to go to the backside. You can, but you don't have to. All the other DPS builds, of course, have to do damage on the back. Don't worry about the back, guys, because we have a feeling it's a little bit easier than the wings and yeah, than the front. But yeah, guys, these are pretty much our tips, and this is the PPW way. Hope this will help you out and finally get you that W on the level 40 raid. And if you're still having problems finding the people to play with, or just want to farm and hang out with other agents, you are more than welcome to join our community, our Discord. You can see the links in the descriptions. But for today, guys, Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course the notification bell. PurePrime out!